Apple's new streaming service just came out, and if you just want to compare pricing, here's the table. But choosing a streaming service is not that easy. There are a lot of things to take into account, whether or not you have kids, how many members in your family, because you could potentially share that, the quality of the content, the amount of movies or TV shows. So to simplify this for you and to sort of help you guide a decision on which streaming service to choose, I've come up with 7 awards that I'm going to be issuing today. First, the Best Future Bet Award. So what platform is the more likely to generate the highest quality content in the next years to come? Next up, the platforms investing the most amount of money. So money doesn't necessarily mean quality, but it does mean quantity. So the platform that is likely to generate the most series or movies in the next few years. Next up, the best pop culture platform, the platform that you need to be in if you want to be part of those social media conversations and understand every meme that's coming out of that series. The best movie platform and the best TV show platform. So I've actually looked up the TV shows that have been awarded in the last Primetime Emmy Awards and the Golden Globes, and the movies that have earned Academy Awards or Golden Globes in the last 10 years. And I've looked them up in all of the platforms to find out which one is the one offering the most amount of quality content. I'll get back to that. Next up, the best platform if you have kids, which is really an easy choice. It's Netflix. Let's just give them that award. If you have a toddler, they're watching what their friends are watching, and all of that's on Netflix. So finally, the best overall deals. So a combination of music and streaming, which is a thing now. A comparison of pricing and quality of content and so on. Like, what's the best platform to be in today? Let's do it. So what makes up good content? What I've done is I've gone back and found out series that have either won a Primetime Emmy Award in the last 10 years for comedy or drama, a Golden Globe Award in the last 10 years for comedy or drama,
Game of Thrones,
Mad Men,
Breaking Bad,
and a selection of 10 additional series that I believe are a fundamental part of pop culture and that everybody in the world should watch. Now, is this a very subjective thing? Absolutely it is, but it is my video and I get to pick.
you look a little stressed.
Oh, I'm stressed.
All these series either won awards before 10 years or didn't win any awards, but are a fundamental part of pop culture. And everybody's talking about them, so I guess that you should watch them. Anyway, that gives us 45 shows that I've looked up in every one of these services, and these are the results. As you can see, it's fairly square. Most platforms carry around 10 of these shows, and there's no clear winner here. Where there's a big difference is in original content. 10 of the shows that have been awarded or that I selected myself were produced by HBO. They're HBO originals, which, speaks very well about the quality of content that these guys are producing. Let's move on to movies. How do we know which are the best films? So what I've done is I've looked up the last 10 winners of an Academy Award for Best Film, the last 10 winners of a Golden Globe for drama or comedy, the top 10 grossing films of all time, and the highest grossing film of each year for the last 10. And that has given us a list of around 65 films that I've gone and looked up on each one of these platforms to find out which ones carry it. And I was actually disappointed. Very few of these movies are available for streaming. Check out the list over here. Amount of subscribers, and the reason why I care about this is because the amount of subscribers sort of defines pop culture. In the end, what everybody's watching is what everybody's talking about. So Netflix and HBO win this one. Netflix has, as I last checked, 139 million subscribers, and HBO has around 140 million subscribers. Though HBO subscribers are total, including people who are subscribed to HBO as part of their cable package. So that doesn't necessarily mean that they're actively choosing to pay for HBO. Another similar case is Amazon. There are 100 million Prime subscribers in the US. And that doesn't mean that they're watching Prime Video content. Maybe they're just subscribed to Prime because of fast shipping. I'm included in that group because I don't watch a lot of Prime Video content. I just have Amazon Prime. And then lagging far behind, Apple Music, before the launch of the streaming service, has 56 million subscribers, and Hulu at the very bottom with around 25 million subscribers. So let's talk about budget now. Now, budget does not equal quality, right? Budget is probably just a measure of the amount of original content that each one of these platforms will churn in the next few months. But Netflix budget is the biggest of them all, with $13 billion expected to be spent in original content for 2019. Both HBO and Hulu reportedly spent around $2.5 billion in 2017. Now that's obviously dwarfed by Netflix. Now the CEO of Hulu reportedly said that they were going to spend $20+ billion in 2018, but that's still quite unclear and we're not sure if it's going to happen, and he was sort of vague on this statement, so I don't know. Reports say that Amazon spent $5 billion, which is still pretty remarkable. Remember that this is not by any means Amazon's core business, and they're just deciding to spend $5 billion on this. It's pretty insane. And then rumors also say that Apple is reportedly going to spend $1 billion in content for 2019. So we'll see about the quality of this content soon. Let's move on to the awards themselves. First one, the Future Bet Award, and we have to give that one to Apple. Now, even though their budget is not the biggest, Apple really bragged with the level of directors and actors and producers that they've gotten together for their streaming service, so it's theirs. Next up, the platform investing the most amount of money in content. That one still has to go to Netflix. So unless Apple is spending more than was reported, at Netflix $15 billion budget for 2019 is very difficult to beat. Now, the best pop culture platform. Now, Netflix might not be producing the top quality content, at least judging by their originals earning awards. But the reality is that they are producing a lot of content and that everybody's on Netflix. So if you want to understand what's going on in TV, which is now streaming, you have to be on Netflix. No choice. Next up, the best movie platform. So the platform containing the most amount of movies or high quality movies available for streaming, also going to Netflix. Now, Apple has not released any information on whether movies will be included in their streaming service, but judging by their event, they're not. So we're gonna be stuck with Netflix for a while. Next up, the best TV series platform. That one will have to go to HBO. While both Netflix and HBO carry a similar amount of TV series, HBO by far beats them on the quality of the content. HBO originals are truly remarkable. They're game-changing series for television, and they get this award. And finally, the best overall deal. This has a lot of variables related to pricing, related to content. Really good deals here are the Netflix basic plan, because it's cheap and it's one of the most affordable and most content-full options you can get. The new Spotify plus Hulu deal is actually pretty good as well, though Hulu doesn't carry that many originals that are being awarded. They do have a bunch of series, they do have a bunch of current series, and the new Spotify plug works really good. We don't know if Apple TV Plus will be included with Apple Music, but if it were, we probably would have known by now. So I'm assuming it's gonna be a separate subscription, and no way they're gonna make that deal. So let's leave that at a tie between the new Spotify, Hulu, and Netflix. Now, I tried to edit and put this together as fast as possible after Apple's event ended. So if I missed anything, please let me know in the comments. Hit that subscribe if you're interested in more of my content, and I will see you next week.